What's up, everybody? Michaela Vernava alongside Zach Cox at the Patriots practice fields for training camp. And we heard from Bill Belichick this morning, and he had a lot of good things to say about several players in the Patriots front seven. One of them, specifically Kyle Van Noy, who's now a veteran guy, been around the team for a couple of years. I'm curious from a leadership standpoint, Zach, what have you noticed from him out here?
Well, it's a little difficult to gauge kind of leadership out here because we're just observing. We're not really in the actual conversations. But from a performance standpoint, he's been one of the stars of training camp so far, especially against the pass. I believe he's broken up 7 or 8 passes, should have had 2 interceptions so far. He's really been active kind of in every phase of the game. He's been one of the players that has really stood out at most of these practices, which can only mean good things for the Patriots front seven going forward this season. Van Noy has been a very solid player for the Patriots ever since he came here midway through that Super Bowl season a couple of years ago, but I think he's a guy who could even improve even more this year.
So today he was wearing no number, and when we talked with him after practice, he laughed and said it was because he's so good that the offense has to hold him, and that not yesterday because they had yesterday off, but the day before his practice, he got his practice jersey ripped. So he says it's because he is very good. But now 2 other guys that Bill Belichick specifically called out, Deatrich and Derek Rivers, both different circumstances, but heading into their second year, and Belichick had very good things to say about them. From what you've seen from them during camp so far, what do you expect from them this season?
I think both of them should make a jump. I mean, obviously Derek Rivers has yet to play in his first official NFL game. He tore his ACL midway through his rookie preseason last year. I'm expecting he might have a little bit more of an adjustment period than Wise, obviously just because he's basically a rookie this year, even though he does have some experience in the system. Deatrich, I think, could take a huge jump this year. There have been a lot of Patriots players that have taken that sophomore leap in recent years, and Bill Belichick's talked about over the last week that he's seen some players really improve both from last year and even from spring practices. And now that he has had a year in the system, and the fact that he was pretty good last year, I think he could definitely be a real force in that front seven this season.
I believe 5 sacks through 16 games. He had 3 starts and definitely was effective. And from what Bill Belichick said, he said that both Rivers and Wise, that no one works harder than they do. I know that's one of his key phrases, but that Kyle Van Noy also echoed that sentiment, that they're the first ones here, last ones to leave.
It's a bit of a cliche from Bill Belichick sometimes, but I think he actually really means it about Deatrich and Derek Rivers. They've been 2 of the last people to leave the practice field every day. Deatrich, we talked to him after practice today. We had to wait around for about 25 minutes because he was still practicing pass rush moves out in the field. So they're 2 guys who are definitely putting in the work as they go into their second season.
Good to see the work ethic. Always good to see the hustle. We will be hustling with your news on NESN.com from here in Foxborough, so stay with us.